A lot of people think poultry farming is easy money. You buy chicks, you feed them, you sell them. Very simple, right? Oh, my friend, you're wrong. Okay, because what most beginners don't realize is this: tiny mistakes in your poultry farming can destroy your profit fast. And sometimes those mistakes don't kill your birds immediately. They quietly drain your money until your farm collapses. In this video, I'm going to show you 7 poultry farming mistakes that keep farmers poor and how smart farmers avoid them. Make sure you stay tuned to the end because mistake number 7 is the one destroying the most farms right now. Welcome to Slick Farms, where we don't just talk farming, we talk about building profitable farm the smart way. If you're already into poultry farming or planning to get started soon, this video could save you. It could save your time, it could save you a whole lot of stress and, of course, a lot of money. Let's get straight into it. Mistake number 1, starting too big. This is the mistake that traps many beginners. Someone watches a few YouTube videos, you get excited, you get very happy, and immediately you buy 500 or 1,000 birds. My dear, that's a big mistake. Poultry farming is not just about having birds. I want you guys to understand this. It's not only about having birds, it's about management, it's about the feeding, temperature control, disease prevention, and so on. And if you don't understand those things, more birds will simply mean bigger losses. What's the smart move here? You start small. You learn the system. Then gradually you scale. Even 50 birds can teach you valuable lessons. Then if you make any mistake, after raising 50 birds, then of course you learn something very valuable that you can use in your next batch. Mistake number 2, poor brooding management. The first few weeks are extremely important. And this is where many farmers lose birds. If you don't have very good brooding management, or your brooding house, your brooding cage is not good enough, either it's too cold, of course, when it's too cold, chicks pile up and they die. If it's too hot, they get stressed, very weak, and of course they die. So some farmers lose birds without even understanding the reason why. What's the smart move here? Always monitor your temperature, the ventilation in the brooding room, also your water availability. There needs to be a lot of water available to these birds. Your chicks should be active, eating well, evenly spread around the brooder. That is when you know everything is okay. If they are active, of course, if they are eating and they are evenly spread all around the brooding room, then you know all conditions are met. Mistake number 3, ignoring hygiene. Dirty farmers attracts problem. Wet litter will be number 1. Dirty drinkers, poor ventilation, all this creates the perfect environment for disease. And once disease enters your farm, your money starts disappearing fast. What is the smart move here? What are you supposed to do? Ensure you clean regularly. You change the wet litter. You wash your feeders and drinkers often. Matter of fact, wash them daily. Because of course, chicks, when they drink, they get to splatter things around, and of course, dirt to be on your drinkers. Also, you need to keep your environment dry. Healthy birds grow faster, and faster growth means better profits. Mistake number 4, buying cheap, low quality feed. This should even be number 1 on our list. Okay, many farmers try to save money by buying cheap feed, but here is the truth: cheap feed often becomes expensive in the long run. Okay, why? This poor quality feed leads to slow growth, weak birds, higher mortality, and of course you lose a lot of money. What is the smart move here? What are you supposed to do instead? Use quality feed, or better still, learn alternative feeding systems like the black soldier fly larvae that you can inculcate into your feeding system. Also, your local feed formulation would go a long way. Then that's how smart farmers reduce feeding costs without damaging growth. Of course, you know, if you add BSF, the black soldier fly larvae, you inculcate it into your feed production, you reduce cost drastically. Because the black soldier fly, as we all know, is a source of protein. Okay. Mistake number 5, no record keeping. This one is very dangerous. Some farmers don't track. They don't keep record of what goes on in their farm. They just put the birds there, feed them, and leave them. You don't keep record of how much you spent on feed, how much you spent on electricity, and so on and so forth. Some farmers don't track feed usage. They don't track mortality. They don't track medication costs. They don't track their sales. So at the end, they think they've made profits, not realizing that they've actually been making a loss. So what is a smart move here? What are you supposed to do? Write everything down. It's important for you to write things down. It's imperative, okay? Write every single details down. Every simple records can help you understand, number one, where money is leaking. Number two, what is working, like what is actually working for you. Number three, what needs improvement. Because farming is a business and business needs records. Mistake number 6, poor disease prevention. Many people wait until birds get sick before acting. That's already too late. Disease spreads very fast in poultry farming. Okay, in a matter of 24 hours, 48, all the birds are already sick. Especially when biosecurity is poor, visitors moving freely. You are the type that, oh, my family coming, oh, friends, you want to visit my farm, come see my farm, it's very big and all that. You're putting your birds at risk. And of course, if you ignore vaccination, you're also putting your birds at risk. Okay, you're putting your birds at greater risk when you ignore vaccination, like, of course, the Lasota, the Newcastle, the Gomboro, and so on and so forth. What is a smart move here? What are you supposed to do? Focus on prevention, because preventing diseases is much cheaper than treating it. Okay? Use vaccination schedules. There is a schedule for every bird. For Easter brown layers, for example, for layers, let's use layers as an example here. Layers, you vaccinate them, the Lasota first dose on the 7th date. On the 14th day, you give them Gomboro, and on the 21st day, you give them Lasota. Okay, that is the best way to vaccinate your layers, and the best way to keep sickness or diseases away from your farm. The next thing is proper hygiene. Ensure there's proper hygiene in your pen. Okay, ensure there's proper hygiene. You put on shoes, you put on boots before going into your farm. You ensure you have biosecurity in front of your farm where you can feet deep, that you can actually dip your feet before going into the farm. Okay, you restrict your farm access to yourself alone, or probably few other employees, few other workers, people that are working with you. Protect your farm like a business, because that is what it is. Okay, and lastly, mistake number 7, not understanding the market. This is a big one. Some farmers only raise birds without knowing who will buy, the market price trends, best-selling periods. So they just make mistakes. They don't know when to sell. And at the end of the day, they end up panic selling. Whoever comes at whatever price, they just sell to them. They end up selling their birds cheaply. So mistake number 7 is a very, very costly one. You need to understand your market before even venturing into the business. You need to understand your market. Okay? What is a smart move here? Study the market before production. Ensure you know the market very well before going into full-time production. Know your buyers. Know the demand period. Because, for example, during the Muslim Eid period, there is very high sales of chicken meat, okay, of livestock generally. Also during Easter, during Christmas period, there's a spike in sales. Okay, so smart farmers don't just raise birds, they plan for profit. Okay, you also need to take note of the price trends. You need to know how much a kilo of chicken is weighing in the market and how much is being sold for. That is how you can plan your profit ahead. Final advice. Let me tell you something important. Poultry farming can make money. You can make a lot of money from poultry farming, but only when you treat it seriously. You need to know and learn how to treat it like a business. You need to seek knowledge first. So the goal here is not only to raise birds, the goal is to reduce losses, control costs, and also maximize profits. That's the difference between struggling farmers and successful ones. So which of these mistakes have you seen before? Or maybe you've personally experienced one? Drop it in the comment section. I'd love to hear your experience. And if you want more videos on poultry farming, black soldier fly larvae farming, feed cost reduction, and farm business ideas, don't forget to subscribe to Slick Farms, because here we farm smart and we grow profits. See you on the next one, guys. Peace.